So now we have Flamedancer versus the Horde. Flamedancer only plays Persian. What do you know? The Horde will be playing Persian from the randomizer, so let's go ahead and see what will happen. Persian versus Persian. This will be a nice battle. Which one of Archon's AIs will win? Flamedancer a little bit behind the Horde in score. Let's go ahead and the beginnings are. We'll go ahead and update the names. In our next fight, we will have Daedric versus GameScott. Great. Horde researching Feudal Age. Both AIs get there about the same time. Both AIs only have one dock. Horde going for a second dock. Flamedancer going for second dock. Horde going for a third dock. Flamedancer researching Castle Age. Horde is inside Castle Age. Flamedancer appears to be sending his ships one by one to their deaths. Horde upgrading its ships. This game is basically over. Flamedancer finally upgrades ships. It's very much behind at this point, though. Horde is inside Imperial Age. Cavalry are running through the town. It's time to call it. So 1 win for the Horde here. So, second game, the roll was on Vikings for the Horde. So second game. Since we're making such good headway, we'll go ahead and finish up the tournament. We've got 3 more. Well, after we finish the Games God fight, we'll be halfway there. Have the 2 semi-final fights, and then we'll have the final, and then we'll have the fight for 3rd place. Hello, Kiwo. Well, we're running the last fights of the Island Olympics here. So we've got this round, and then we have the semifinals, and then we have the finals, and then we have the fight for 3rd place, like I said. So we've got 4 more. So 5 more fights. No, yeah, 4 more. 4 more fights. No, five more fights. We have the Game Scout versus Diedric, the 2 semifinals, the final, and the fight for 3rd place. So it's the best of 3. So the best 2 out of 3 will go on to the next. So yeah, best of 3. And if you automatically win the first 2 fights, then we don't have to play the 3rd fight. So Flamedancer and the Horde are both AIs made by Archon. Flamedancer was made in 2005. The Horde was started inside 2010. And if you want to follow along with the brackets, I'll pull up the spreadsheet for individuals to follow along. So there is the link to the spreadsheet that we can all follow along on. Yes, this is a pretty exciting fight here. Kind of the former champ, the Horde, who was the former champ of land maps for a long time, versus his older AI, Flamedancer. And Flamedancer participated inside the 2005 AIScripters Team Islands tournament. So it's definitely at a disadvantage for being an older AI inside modern competition, but it's done a great job so far. So since it's not user patch, it obviously can't garrison units. And it has some other disadvantages, but it's doing a great job right now. Yes, the Horde has 1 victory so far. Sorry, I need to update the score on our sheet here. That was the last game that I just played. So this is game 2 of 3. So if the Horde wins, then it will proceed to the semifinals. Horde having a little bit of difficulty here, surprisingly. Flamedancer is getting the better of him. We might have a 1-1 here. Running into the town center is never a good thing. So earlier today we witnessed Barbarian defeating Unfair Steel, and we also witnessed Sicilian 5 being defeated by Crusade. That was a 1-2 game there. So not completely one-sided today. It looks like the Horde is having a lot of difficulty with this fight. The Barbarian did use demolition ships, but not very many AIs have used demolition ships inside the water tournament. So this is looking pretty one-sided. Let's go ahead and speed it up. We're at 4 times speed, but we're going to go to 8 times speed just because the battle is so one-sided. We don't want to be here all night. Ooh. Surprise attack in the back. But it was put down by Flamedancer. a lot of the AIs only play land maps, Kilo. So, like Immortal and Rehoboam, they only play land maps. So, is user patch machine? It was knocked out earlier in the tournament. A couple of other tribal warriors was knocked out by Crusade in the first round. Tribal played a strategy that was unfavorable for it. So we're going to go ahead and let's give it a couple more minutes here. See if the Horde can pull himself. It's looking really bad for the Horde. We might go ahead and already call it. Yeah, this is over. Let's go ahead and this is all right. We have a winner. We have a win for Flamedancer. Great job there. I was not expecting that. One and one. Going into the third game. So we have our random civ generator. What will the Horde be? The Horde will be playing Celts inside the third game here. Flamedancer, of course, only plays Persian. So, well, its preferred civ is Persian. So Celts versus Persian. So, if a game goes on for 2 hours, we go ahead and call it for the. I don't remember what the Horde played inside the first game. The Horde played Persians inside, so it was a mirror. It was a mirror match inside the first game. It just happened to be that way. Are you rooting for the Horde, Kilo? I have a feeling that you are, just from comments. I don't know. Something unpredictable is always nice. So seeing Flamedancer with a win might be interesting as well. An upset at the going into the semifinals, but then there will be challenging the winner of Diedrich versus Games God. So Games God has had a little bit of trouble playing islands. Sometimes he chooses his land strategy. So that doesn't always work. Flamedancer a little bit ahead at this time. Neither AI researching Feudal Age. Horde has one dock. Flamedancer has 1 dock. The Horde always gets to Feudal Age a little bit before Flamedancer does. Let's check population. So, oh, Flamedancer. Oh, well, the Horde is already going into Castle Age. Did the normal hardest game AI? Oh yeah. You're talking about the definitive edition AI. Yeah. He was knocked out by ER's AI. But we're playing on extreme. Yeah. You're talking about the definitive edition AI. Yes, it participated. It was knocked out much earlier inside the tournament. It had some difficulty. Let's just say that. And I think that I uploaded the recording of that inside the AIScripters thread if you want to go back and watch it. He challenged an AI called ER2v2, which was another AI from the 2005 tournament. And he didn't produce very many ships and was knocked out inside that round. So yeah, you would think that the definitive edition AI would play well, but it was surprising. It was surprising. I forget if it got out in round 1 or round 2. It got out in round 1. Yes. DEAI lines 18 and 19 right there. So it looks like the Horde is taking the lead here. It's going to be very difficult and for Flamedancer to get himself out of this, especially with producing a ton of galleys against those fire ships. Let's check population. 45 to 46, so fairly even. Yeah, he's an older AI, so sending 1 by 1 is kind of, their style back in the day, but he's definitely no up retreat now, nothing of that. So, but a good note is that at least he was able to achieve 1 win. It wasn't completely one-sided. So it looks like the Horde is going to definitely finish things up here. It's looking very one-sided at this point. There's no way to garrison ships and original AOC. So the Horde has a few ships at its base, let's just say that. Even if Flamedancer pulls himself out of this skirmish here, it will be very difficult. Oh, this is over. So trade carts, because it was Flamedancer was originally for team islands, not for islands. So the trade carts were for its ally, but you know it's already playing at that type of disadvantage. So it's not. We took AI. Well, I took AIs from wherever I could find them for water games. So it was it did well to make it to this point. So it defeated several good AIs inside the tournament, such as it was able to defeat Jester, and Ace, in addition to well, Omega. I don't know. That fight was kind of, I don't know if you could say that much about that fight. I think it was okay, as I can remember. So this is over, so we're calling it. So the Horde has won the day.